Vilma and I took a 3-week trip to Thailand from north to south. From Bangkok, we went north to Lampang, Chang Mai, where we rode the elephants, Chang Rai to visit village tribes, Nan to see our friends home, then south to Hua Hin, where the royalty vacation. Then Vilma and I flew further south to a couple of famous beach resorts, Phuket and Phi Phi Islands on our own.
Sawadika.
Sawadee krap.
The images you see all over Thailand are a reflection of the deep religious belief of the people, with a sense of unity, serenity, and friendliness. Images of old Siam, of temples looming in the busy streets or in the quiet countryside of the new Thailand. Images of Buddhism, embraced by 95% of the population. Images of surpassing craftsmanship on wood, stone, vegetable, or fruit. Images of the monarchy, the protector of faith, and the guiding light of morality. These are images of truth and beauty, and a genuine expression of an enlightened heart. Eric and I are on holiday in this exotic land dubbed the Land of Smiles. We are here upon the gracious invitation of my schoolmate Yoli and her Thai husband Dam Wongbai Sitichai to celebrate their 25th wedding anniversary. Boy, they treat us like royalty. This is our tour group for the next 2 weeks. 4 of them are my schoolmates in Manila, all chemists. Linda's husband, Phil, doesn't like temples, and we tease him incessantly. Also with us are Yoli's brother and 2 aunts.
This is the country estate of Rama V, King Chulalongkorn, the most beloved monarch because he modernized the infrastructure and made reforms like elimination of bowing to the floor.
Our host takes us to the marble temple built during Rama V's reign. We see the first Buddha image in one of the 27,000 Buddhist temples in Thailand. There are several Buddha statues, some draped in brilliant orange and in various poses. This is an image of meditation. This is an image of subduing himself by fasting, an echo of his third noble truth.
There is salvation in the release of human desires. There is one sacred tree, the Bodhi, decorated with colorful scarves because it harbors the good spirit.
What looks like a 2-story apartment building is the monk's dormitory with the orange wash hanging. This monk takes the time to fix his outer garment when I ask him for a photo. It's 5 p.m. and they walk to the temple for their evening prayer.
How does our first day end? With a sleepy dinner cruise meandering down the Chao Phraya River. What an array of Thai dishes. Eggplant salad, white noodles with curry sauce, hot sweet and sour fried grouper, the ever-popular pad thai or fried noodles. Everything is delicious, but the pasa, a fish and vegetable soup, burns our tongues. And for dessert, Yoli samples the sticky rice with mango.
Yum! Very early the next morning, we visit the country estate of Rama II, surrounded with tropical trees. The orange betel nut catches my eyes. The pond is laden with water lilies and a crocodile with a romantic legend attached to it. The eye-catching orange blooms are from the flame of the forest tree. This characteristic Thai roof is still being used today. By the river is a nostalgic scene for them, the boat vendor selling hot noodles.
Our second stop is a place that makes coconut sugar. The coconut blossoms, Dam explains, are boiled until thick in these large pans and spread out to harden. The big highlight of the day is the Dam Nairn sa Duak floating market. We take a slow paddle boat amongst the paddling peddlers. They easily maneuver through the tight squeeze.
Among the exotic fruits are the tan-skinned longan and the purple mangosteen. There's the red lychee, green guava, macopa or rose apple as it ripens into pink, and the orange santol. I'm eager to taste the atis or custard apple, which I haven't tasted for years. And for 60 bahts a kilo or 50 cents a pound, it's very cheap.
We see that Thai life is infused with religious significance, as in the floral offering to Buddha by the girl as she watches her mother fry banana fritters. This is an image of a vendor with a light heart as she faces the task of selling her produce. Here's an image of a meditative vendor as she paddles home with her job accomplished.
Sir, you like some hot noodle soup? Sir, how about a nice hat for the hot sun?
Rambutan, madame? 50 bahts, only for a kilo.
We leave the chaos and find peace in Buddha's oldest and tallest temple. Bell will be thrilled. The Chedai was built as high as the crow can fly in atonement by the son who unknowingly killed his father, the king. The gleaming image of Buddha beckons his followers to heed the first of his four noble truths:
the inescapability of human suffering.
Devotees flock to the shrine to offer a lotus, considered an exalted flower to the Buddha. A Thai woman devoutly presses thin gold leaf taper on the Buddha for merit. Here's some street food that would whet your appetite: fried grasshopper, cricket, black scorpion, bamboo worm. With Singha beer, it makes a yummy snack.
Siloam Road is rich in exotic sights and smells. What's cooking? Rounds of rice cake with corn to be sandwiched together and eaten for breakfast. Dinner is at the Siloam Village restaurant, mainly to see the classical dancing. The dance includes the Ramakien, the Thai version of the Ramayana. Buddhism comes with Indian strain, which offers a liberating middle path expressed in the grace and decorum of the people, their sense of fun and concern for others. One learns through meditation to heighten his awareness of the harshness of human existence.
We fly north to Lampang, staying at the spectacular Wing Lacor Hotel, designed by the owner's daughter. Its large dining hall has cathedral ceiling with chandeliers and open walls to view the landscape gardens. Outside the pottery shop is a beautiful orange spirit house that shelters the guardian deity of the business.
We visit a temple characteristic of the northern Lana style, with two singhas or lions at the foot of the stairs. Fells should be thrilled. The tall golden chedai houses relics of Buddha's hair, neck ashes, and forehead, and is therefore very sacred. A group of supplicants chant while processing around the temple repeatedly to gain merit.
At the market, we see silkworms eaten like shoestring potatoes. Very popular too are barbecued chicken giblets or tails on a skewer. Lampang, which lies in the valley of the Wang River, is rich in cotton, tobacco, rice, and fruit. Orange soil is very fertile. Historically, the horse-drawn carriage is the symbol of this town. To honor it, we take a leisurely ride with this orange horse.
On to Chang Mai. We visit the Elephant Conservation Center. Elephants are enrolled at the age of 5 and taught to obey commands for 6 years. They are great in the lumber industry because they can haul and stack teak wood at inconvenient places. Now that the government has banned teak deforestation, the elephants are unemployed.
But the elephants enjoy an exalted status. The royalty mount the elephant's back when entering into combat. They're effective war machines. That's why Rama IV offered some elephants to Lincoln to help him in the Civil War. Today, the elephants provide entertainment for visitors. We watch them take their daily bath by their personal mahout.
Refreshed, they parade into the arena. The middle one sounds the drum with her tusk. And the show begins with a curtsy greeting from 14-year-old Jojo when he hears the words, Sawadika. This young elephant shows his skill in retrieving coins from the ground.
The 7 to 8-year-old Champoi, the one with the ivory tusk, demonstrates how he carries a log in tandem with another elephant. On command, they lay down as they do at night to sleep. What's the reward for outstanding performance? Bananas from Eric. We visit the orchid farm. What a stunning display of tropical splendor. Of the 1,000 varieties, the orange orchid is my favorite.
And she is my favorite orchid of all.
In a canopied section are would-be butterflies sleeping in cocoons. What do you think the pictures in the frames are made of? Butterflies.
We pass by 3 happy young monks. Each Buddhist man has to be a monk sometime in his life, for as long as he wants. We stop at the paper umbrella factory. Prepare the bamboo sticks for the frame. The paper umbrella, made from the mulberry tree, is assembled and painted. Artist displays his skill by painting a beautiful scene on Georgina's camera bag in 10 minutes.
The night bazaar. What fun to bargain with silk sarong, silk blouse and shorts, and 4 long silk scarves. I'll wear them now. Eric sets his eyes on wood carvings and Buddha statues.
On July 10th, these orange candles will be lit for Buddha's Day of Enlightenment, and orange robes and basic necessities will be offered to the monks. Yoli buys a beautifully carved candle for the coming festival.
Today, on our way to the hills of Chang Mai in a 4-wheel drive, we see a common sight in Thailand. Office workers in high heels riding a motorcycle.
We reach Ban Mae Wong, and everybody has to ride the elephants. Yoli and Dam ride on the 60-year-old elephant, the oldest in the group. Vilma and I ride on the 14-year-old, the youngest.
I hug my little friend goodbye and prepare to hike uphill to the Meo village.
How long is the walk, we ask? As long as it takes water to boil, replies our wily guide. It turns out to be 1 torturous hour. Among the lychee trees, we meet a villager with her baby. We reach the village of the Meow people, and this is their social corner. The children are happily playing. A typical home consists of 2 rooms. The small room has a bed, a baby hammock, and farm implements. The large room has a stove used for warmth, to cure the fish on the wall, and ward off mosquitoes.
These are Thai eggplants. They look like green peas when cooked in the curry. On our descent, we see another Meow mother carrying her baby.
Soaking wet with perspiration, I can't resist jumping with my clothes on in the river under this hanging bridge. It's river rafting time, but only the valiant ones are going. On raft number 1 are the 25-year honeymooners, Dam and Yoli. They note the pervading presence of butterflies.
Love is in the air. On raft number 2 are my schoolmates, Helen and Virgie. Where the water is shallow, Virgie walks, but Helen refuses to touch water until she has tested its turbidity, acidity, and toxicity.
On raft 3 are Vilma and I am the gondolier. What rough rafting!
After a grueling hike and rafting, we are bushed, but we opt to see yet another hill tribe, the Meo and Karen village. There are 300 inhabitants, originally from Burma. The married women wear red. While the married men wear orange. They have a better lifestyle than the Meo people. They have an orange road, gas station, and a Catholic church, although animism is their indigenous religion. Their fertile orange soil produces rice, soya beans, and garlic.
Here is a modest version of a spirit house. Somehow they have to placate the spirit who is displaced when they build a house.
Tonight, Dam and Yoli take us out to a Kentucky dinner to celebrate their 25th anniversary. We dine sitting on floor cushions while we watch the dancers on stage. Fel, who abandons his noble thoughts of temples and monkhood, is intent on the dancing girls' leaf movements. Seeing me in costume, the dancers get me up to join them in their dance. I tell you, those easy sweeping hand motions are not easy at all.
We leave Chang Mai for Chang Rai. We visit the Chang Dao cave in a beautiful wood setting with the characteristic Thai roof. The water goddess with water rushing out of her hair provides water for the town. The entrance to the cave is a shrine of Buddha with the guardian Singha. There are interesting rock formations pointed out by our guide in Thai. Thank God we have Dam to interpret. This is a lung. These are lotus flowers. And this is a picture frame. Vilma and I are the pictures.
This air-conditioned bus with restroom and cooler is our second home. Eric and I have the back half to ourselves, so Eric can brush up on his Thai.
Our generous host, Dam, distributes mangosteen for everybody to taste. He also buys us lunch where locals have a tasty chicken soup for only 50 cents. This time, Fells buys lunch for everybody, complete with green mango to dip in the nam pla.
We pass by an Ikau village, one of the 6 hill tribes in the north. The woman in her tribal costume entices us to buy her handicraft. We walk past this lush vegetation into a hot, rocky inferno. Here, after Dam's instructions, Albert boils eggs in the smallest hot springs I've ever seen.
In Chang Rai, our 5-star hotel, Dusit, is a winner. It is on an island overlooking the Mae Kok River with a backdrop of the mountains. From our room, we have a sweeping view of the riverboats and the large pool.
In the sunken pool, Eric orders for his lady an orange cocktail in Thai, mind you. The waiter smiles as he delivers my orange infusion in this land of smiles. We wake up to the most beautiful, bounteous buffet in our 5-star hotel. Am I dreaming? I enjoy the tasty Thai porridge in these pots with various condiments. With a lovely view and an elegant lady in her orange sarong waiting on us, What more can we ask for?
Early the next morning, we board 2 long-tail boats for an hour-long trip along the Mekong. We see a profusion of bamboo trees covered with young shoots, looking like delicate giant ferns, and we see houses on stilts. Everywhere, the presence of Buddha pervades, even on this mountain. Even the shape of the haystacks is a reminder of the Chedai of his temple.
We reach another Karen village. There are 2 friendly vendors in their dark tribal costume. In contrast is a boy with bright orange shirt and Karen headdress. At the souvenir shop, Fel mimicingly shouts, "Madam, 100 bahts only. What do you say?"
I say 1 enormous baht.
The ladies spot lychees. Dam, who enjoys spoiling us, stops the bus and buys the expensive fruit for all.
This afternoon, we arrive at the northernmost part of Thailand. We are in the Golden Triangle, where 3 countries meet: Thailand, Burma, and Laos. It is notoriously known for its house of opium. These youngsters fight back by demonstrating against narcotics. Kudos, kids! We now step foot in Burma, now called the Union of Myanmar. Here's a Burmese girl in her native costume. In the market, they sell weird things like bones, skin, or other animal parts that conservationists would frown on. But here it's business as usual. We see the ever-present saffron-clad monks because they do not detach themselves but be part of the normal flow of life.
I get a craving for mangoes, so Dom takes us to the local market. Crickets, anyone? They come fried or alive. Here, kitty kitty. This orange kitty cat shows me the fish roe. Finally, I can eat my sticky rice with mango, a perfect combination.
Through the first monsoon rain, we journey to the town of Nan. We stop at a famous temple in the Phayao called Wat Sikam Kam. In front of it, Vilma and I pose for a postcard photo with Vilma offering a lotus flower to me as the reclining Buddha.
Inside, the Buddha image of 52 feet is the largest in the north. On the ground is a statue of a reclining Buddha posed for his imminent death with his disciples. Buddha chose this site when he saw a bird planting a seed. A tree instantly sprang, providing shelter from the sun.
The monks go out very early in the street to collect their breakfast from the people who gain merit in giving. Next door is a modern temple built on the water. 2 monks are paying homage to Buddha. Note the beautiful murals on the walls. They were done by an award-winning poet and painter using traditional Lana motif. We pass by a funeral procession preceded by young monks. They don't carry the coffin, they pull it, and everybody has to hold the rope.
In every house, there's a large rain jar waiting to be filled by the monsoon. Around Nan, we see a Thai version of a drinking fountain, a table by the road with 2 large jars of water and a cup for the thirsty passers-by. We're here at the museum and learned that there were 64 rulers of Nan. Across, we see a beautiful orange temple, and we're going there. We 5 ladies, all schoolmates, frolic in our sarong as we pay homage to Yoli because this is her town, Nan.
Next block is another temple, Wat Pu Min, built by the ruler of Nan in 1596, with 2 dragon heads at one entrance and the tails on the other. This temple is known for the craftsmanship of its doors, pillars, and murals. The painting depicts Lord Buddha's life. This is a scene of the Lana people's way of life. This is a famous courting scene, often seen in postcards and books.
This is Dam and Yoli's place, a small village of Nan, but the road is paved in concrete. Through the bamboo forest, we pass by a memorial for Dam's fight for Green Revolution to save the bamboo. Dam also helped build this youth center that educates the young on land and fish farming and elimination of opium production. Here's an image of harmony within through an understanding of Buddha's second noble truth,
that the cause of suffering is desire. Dam and Yoli built this house with open walls, with electricity and piped-in water. In this big piece of land overlooking the river, Dam recludes from city life in Cerritos near LA. We linger to absorb the peace and tranquility.
Dam's property manager invites us to a typical village meal, sitting on an orange floor mat. They keep passing dishes of fish, chicken, vegetables, eggs, and soup. And for dessert, they serve the sweetest pineapple I've ever tasted from Dam's ranch.
The women are an image of harmony within as they happily go about their chores.
And here's an image of an enlightened mind that transcends the mundane life to a nobler path towards nirvana, echoing Buddha's fourth noble truth,
that there is a path to the end of suffering.
Back indoors, the old lady applies the sap of a leaf on Eric's cuts, and there's no need for a band-aid. Then we take a nap on the floor. As we leave, everybody comes out to untangle our bus from the wires. Here's a last glimpse of this idyllic spot in Nan. People coming out to bid us a fond adieu. From our air-conditioned sleeper train, we wake up in Bangkok to board a bus for a 4-hour journey south to Hua Hin.
This is where the royals vacation on their wedding anniversary, like Yoli and Dam. Rama VII built a palace here called Klai Kong Wan, meaning far from worries.
In Petchbury, we visit the second home of Rama IV, played by Yul Brynner in the movie The King and I. He's the first king to read and write in English. An avid astronomer, he took a large party here to observe the total eclipse that he accurately predicted. But he caught malaria and died. Our Hotel Sofitel, a 5-star one, is tastefully built of wood in Victorian style. Each room has a terrace that opens up to a topiary garden where the bushes are shaped into animals. Here's one for Eric, a lover of elephants.
While in Hua Hin, what do? Indulge in water activities, and we do indeed. Here's Vilma backfloating in one of the 3 pools.
And here's Eric before a dip into the tropical pool. Not a water person? You can go horseback riding, or get a Thai massage, or a hair braid. Summing up the wonderful Sofitel beach experience, how much do you think it's worth?
$3.
It's a hot afternoon and Eric orders me, in Thai of course, an orange tropical drink.
The The water nymphs, Virgie and Helen, and Vilma wearing the frangipani garland she made, take a final dip at sunset. Vilma gracefully comes down the curved staircase, all dressed up for dinner. And I'm ready to wheel her to the best Thai restaurant, the Sawasdi, where the dinner is a pleasure to eat and to behold.
Tonight, the entertainers at Sofitel are called the Music Generation Band, a Filipino group of 3 girls and a guy, all good soloists who sing requests. They're excellent dancers too. We pose for last souvenir photo as our colorful bus awaits by our doorstep.
Back in Bangkok, we head straight to the Grand Palace. The Royal Temple, or Wat Phra Kaew, was built by Rama I, who victoriously installed the Buddha here after its recovery from foreign hands. The fierce-looking warrior is to scare the evil spirits away.
The Golden Chedai. Its brilliance suggests the scene where Buddha attained enlightenment in the riverbank while facing the sun. Here, Anna met the King of Siam. Remember Deborah Kerr as the English tutor to the king's children?
This is the palace built and occupied by King Chulalongkorn. Inside is a canvas of his father's reception of the French envoy. The audience hall has an elaborate roof that depicts legends like the Ramakien.
Pulling away from the crowd and the confusion, Eric and I take a tuk-tuk to the quiet side of the block, Wat Pho. We're here to see the biggest reclining Buddha in Thailand, 50 feet high. This is just the head. This is the torso above one of the several shrines along its 152-foot length. On the soles of the feet, inlaid in mother of pearl, are 108 signs of recognizing the Buddha. Tonight is our farewell feast. Tomorrow, Eric and I will fly south to Phuket.
Upon arrival, we take a taxi to a local beach, where we find a hotel for $30. Thanks to Vilma's bargaining skills, it's called the Karen Beach Resort in Kata.
From our window, we can see the ocean waves that are lit at night. With no one else around, we have a private beach where Eric enjoys swimming in the warm waters of the Andaman Sea. There's a plethora of restaurants. We'll try the Bantai House that specializes in mussels steamed in lemongrass. For dinner, we dine by the ocean on fish with ginger sauce and prawns with basil. Delicious and cheap, $2 per person. This is a quiet resort, even at the main road. You can custom order an Armani suit in one day. On this road is a spirit house with a lavish food offering, for the spirits get hungry too.
To venture inland, we rent a Jeep, which Vilma gets for only $15. In contrast to the crowded Patong Beach, we find a restful scene. We see orange-clad folks. Orange coconuts abound. There's an orange flood the monsoon leaves on the street that we ford with our Jeep. Krabi is a crabby place. It's because this is what they eat, crabs.
Let's venture across the sea to Phi Phi Island. From the ferry, we see the promise of a great tropical island holiday. We stay at the Cabana Resort, located on a narrow sandbar. From our west window, what do we see?
We see the sea.
And from our east window, what do we see?
We see the sea.
All this luxury for only $25, including a buffet breakfast. Instantly, Eric jumps into the pool, then into the Andaman Sea. At night, we dine by the beach on fresh, delicious crabs, which we share with 3 cats. Our resort has an uncluttered beach with silver white sands, contrasting with the tropical greenery. We see a backdrop of towering cliffs that are hauntingly beautiful.
Here the clock slows down. As we absorb the peace and quiet of the afternoon, we observe the growing beauty around us.
The inside and the outside world blend into one solemn meditation. And like the enlightened Thai, we let out a smile as we drift into the blissful nirvana from which we will not return.
Sawadee krap.
Sawadee ka.